You may hear a lot about the Common Core state standards as your children head back to school. But what is the Common Core?
And how will it affect your children? Fox 11's Kelly Schlicht explains it all.
Students in classrooms across Wisconsin are being held to new standards, the Common Core state standards. But parents say they still need to learn more about the Common Core.
I haven't really heard anything about that.
I guess I'm surprised it's not out there more than that I don't know more about it.
I've heard bad and I've heard good, and I haven't done enough research to know what it's all about.
So what is the Common Core? Pull up a desk.
It articulates what we want students to know and be able to do.
The Common Core sets standards for math and English. Those standards are broken down by each grade level. That's different from the old Wisconsin state standards, which only focused on 4th, 8th, and 10th grade. National education groups created the Common Core in 2010 to improve student test scores. The Wisconsin DPI adopted the Common Core that same year.
The Common Core state standards have more rigor than what we have right now. Local school boards decide whether they're going to be part of this or not.
But critics say the Common Core lacks true local control. Duke Pesta teaches English at UW-Oshkosh. He also runs Freedom Project Education, an online homeschool program. Pesta says the Common Core needs more input from Wisconsin educators.
When your school and your teachers are evaluated based on how those kids do on the tests, how do you change them if the tests don't change? And no one in Wisconsin controls the tests.
We met up with local teachers at this training seminar. They say the Common Core is working.
Even at first, I was one that was, wow, can my kids really tackle this? Are they developmentally ready for this? And they are. I've done some of the best teaching in the last 2 years with my students going deeper into text, understanding material, and it's been really, really good.
Pasta says not all teachers feel that way, but they're too afraid to speak out.
If you're a teacher, and I've met thousands in this state alone who oppose it, they don't dare publicly speak out against it because of the pressure coming from the schools, coming from the administrators, coming ultimately from the DPI.
School administrators in Green Bay say teachers have had to make changes in their classrooms because of the Common Core. Educators say parents might notice that change the most in math homework. When many adults were in elementary school, math looked a lot like this, a series of arithmetic problems. But now teachers are having students focus on what's commonly referred to as word problems. Schools say word problems are more like real-world situations.
Children have to know how to do math, how math actually is applied in their daily life. I think that's the critical piece. They need to not only be able to computate math, but they need to be able to talk about it.
The Common Core state standards do not regulate science or social studies. However, the DPI wants students to better understand what they read in a history or science book.
It does not mean that we have English literature teachers, teaching from pamphlets and manuals. We certainly want and encourage them to continue using great, good classic fiction in those classes. But we've increased what we want, let's say, a science teacher to be making sure that they're helping contribute to a student's understanding of informational text.
Critics of the Common Core say the standards control too much of what children will read.
The Common Core standards didn't require any books be read. What the Common Core standards did, however, is produce a group of exemplar texts, about 450 texts that the Common Core people said, we approve these ones.
Here is that list of example books and articles. It's broken down by grade level, but the DPI says the schools aren't required to teach off of this list.
It's not even a suggested reading list from us. That is fully a local control decision. Local teachers, local principals, and school boards, they decide the curriculum and the materials.
Schools say regardless of any changes they have made, they won't be able to gauge Common Core's true impact until students take new standardized tests this coming year. Kelly Schlicht, Fox 11 News.
If you're curious what your child will need to know by grade level, we have links on our website for you. Just visit fox11online.com to learn more.